Good evening from the BuildKent Stadium following a second consecutive 5-1 home league victory for Folkestone Invicta over Kingstonian. It was a hugely anticipated clash between two sides, both pushing for promotion, but it was very much defined by the early stages when Kingstonian lost their goalkeeper to a red card. He was adjudged to have handled the ball just outside the box as Alfie Paxman was put through on goal and tried to lift the ball over him, and he was then dismissed. Kingstonian had to make a change. They had to make a second change very shortly after when one of their defenders went down injured, and that seemed to define the game almost. But Invicta didn't let up. We really put a foot down and dominated the football, and it was probably just what we needed coming off the back of 2 hours of epic football on Tuesday night in the FA Cup. Adi Yusuf struck the first after a mistake from our visitors' defence. Matt Newman added two more with two headers, his first goal since Easter of 2019, and then Dave Smith got numbers 4 and 5. The visitors responded with a penalty in the second half, struck absolutely brilliantly into the top corner after a bit of a clumsy coming together in the box, but the game sort of fizzled out for the last 10 minutes after that. After the game, I spoke to Edgy and I spoke to double goal scorer and man of the match, Matt Newman. So Edgy, is it fair to say that the match was influenced by the opening 5 minutes or so, maybe more with the injury as well that they had, but the lads played really well today?
I agree with that. I think that it really unsettled them. I mean, who gets their goalkeeper sent off and they take off a winger who was a good player, but then you've still got the job to do, and it's not always that easy, and I thought our boys stood to it with tired legs.
And maybe we weren't even as clinical as we could have been today. We scored 5, but maybe we could have scored a lot more. We had a lot of chances we maybe didn't take.
Yeah, definitely. I think you fall into that kind of game where you're in command, so sometimes you make the wrong decisions. Rather than being patient, biding your time, getting clear-cut opportunities and scoring, you start shooting from like 25 yards out and making wrong choices. And luckily for us today, I think Newman's popped up with 2 headers from set pieces, but we did create, and the win never looked in doubt once their keeper went off, I think.
Yeah, when Newman's popping up with 2, I mean, he's not scored since Easter 2019. You know if he's going for you.
Definitely. I mean, the boys go in there, and we often say to them, "Come, we've got to attack it with a little bit more purpose." JV seems to be the only one that scores the goal, so it's quite nice today. I mean, it's a great header, the first one. He's really, really attacked it, got up, put it in nicely. It's nice to get a goal from someone else, not the same people all the time.
Yeah, Dave Smith's got 2 as well, and then I can't remember who got the first one off the top of my head. It was a long time ago now.
Ages.
Yeah. Yeah. Who got the first?
Addy, was it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, they made a mistake, right? Yeah, obviously.
Well, we're here.
Yeah. Obviously, Addy's got the first. Dave's got 2 as well. So that's 3 more goals for your centre forwards on top of Newman's. The crowd were calling for Newman to get the penalty though, but I don't think he was ever really going to take that.
I think it's always nice. I mean, Alfie took the last penalty. He took it really, really well. Dave took that really well. I mean, Dave got a penalty saved quite recently, so it was nice for him to step up and score the goals.
You stepped right off the camera there.
Really good goal.
And to be fair to them, their penalty, I don't think Alexi was getting to get anywhere near that, even if he could have had Connor and Tim in goal with him.
Well, I think he could have done a little bit more to try and put him off. He was like Grobler in there when he doing the legs and all stuff like that. Fair play to their lad. You don't save them even if you go the right way. So
right up in the stanchion.
Yeah, great goal.
So we're moving on to Tuesday night then. Fixtures coming thick and fast, and they don't get any easier.
No, they definitely don't. You're going to go down to Bognor. They move the ball right. Everyone wants the ball. They move it fast. It's going to be a tough night. In a lot of ways, today's kind of helped us a bit because I thought we were leggy in the end, and it kind of showed because they started to run through us a bit. But we kind of needed this kind of victory to set us up ready for Tuesday night and hopefully get a result down there.
Obviously, it gave us a chance to take off 3 key players, Callum and Hurdy and RJ as well.
That's true. I mean, everyone wants the cup runs, but they normally come at a cost. People get niggles, knocks, tired, and I felt that showed today. They gave so much on Tuesday night. To actually maintain that work ethic was so difficult, but we managed to get the 3 points, which was the most important thing today, and it just puts us in the right frame of mind for Tuesday, which we know is going to be a tough game.
Cheers, Edgy.
Cheers, mate.
So, Matt, big performance today. How do you think the team played?
Yeah, good. I mean, well, bit of a strange game, obviously 10 men after what was it, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, so had to adapt to that. But 5-1 against top of the league, or like champions elect, really not a bad result for anyone.
And you've got yourself a couple today, as I put on Twitter, London buses, really. You haven't scored since Easter 2019 against Margate. Big header that was.
Is that it? Is that true?
Yeah,
no.
But then we've not played a lot of football since then.
Since then, penalty shootouts count, don't they?
Do they count? I'm not sure they count. But we've had two lockdowns since then.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, two big headers today. You delighted with that, are you?
Yeah, it's good to score, especially two. I wanted the hat-trick but didn't get a penalty, but it is how it is, isn't it? But yeah, no, don't really matter to me if I score or not, but it is enjoyable, and I'll go out tonight and have a beer.
Obviously those two penalties you mentioned, they were before Dave joined the club, so he didn't know your pedigree on them, so that's why he wouldn't give you the spot kick.
That's it. Well, I scored the last 4 or 5 I've taken penalty-wise, so I think I thought I'd get it, but I didn't get it, so...
And coming off the back of Tuesday, it was important to come out here and get a win today, because obviously we had a really tough 2 hours out there and could have easily been leggy today, but we've come out there and maybe helped by the decision early on, but it's just what we needed.
Yeah, I said in change room that was perfect for us, really. After Tuesday, could have been a lull, could have been a bit of a come down if you like, but to go out there and then play against 10 men for 85 minutes and have a lot of the ball and not a lot of work was literally what you would have picked if you had a choice. So couldn't have been better. God's with us, and it really helped, to be honest.
And looking forward to this really tough run of fixtures we've got coming up.
Yeah, exactly. We need all the help we can. So listen, you've got to play these teams at some point. I know they're all together and bunched up, but we've got to play them, and do you know what I mean? It is what it is. We've got to play them, you've got to win.
It's the price of having a cup run.
That's it, yeah. So it is a catch-22, but we'll take the money and we'll catch up the game sooner or later, won't we?
And a certain centre forward asked me to make sure you say that he was a brilliant team player today.
Who was that? Dave?
Addy.
Addy asked what?
He said, make sure whoever you speak to tells the world how much of a team player I was today.
Yeah, he done well. He's always a team player. He runs for everyone, to be fair, Addy. So, and he gave Dave the penalty, which I'm confused about, because Dave scored 2 and Addy only got 1. So, but listen, they're mates. Don't know what's going on there, but it's a bit weird.
Yeah, he run through brick walls Tuesday night, and he's come out there and done it again today.
Yeah, he always does. Listen, I wouldn't want to play against him. He bullies people, he runs them, gets it feet. So yeah, tough. And Dave obviously does the other side of the game well, holds it up, scores the goals, gets in the good areas. So they're good. I'll reiterate what I said last time. Last time we spoke, I said wouldn't want to play against them, and that remains the same. Yeah,
you said it quite a few times, to be fair. And I watch it. I film them bullying defenders and throwing people around all the time. And yeah, I wouldn't fancy it.
No, that's it. I did see Addy get dropped today though. So. Do you know what I mean?
Can you remember when that was? I'll find that.
It was over there, and it was like first 10 minutes he went down nosebleed.
Oh, was that when Abby had to come on?
Yes, yeah.
Right, I'll find that. We'll get that up on the socials.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cheers, Matt.
Cheers, mate. Bye.